Hello friends, this is Nurul Islam Laskar, Honorary Director, Seven Sense Communication, the leading public relation agency of Northeast India. This is the third episode of the subject Public Relations in the Post-Pandemic Era. In the last two episodes, we have discussed the overall scenario as far as PR is concerned in the post-pandemic period. And in another episode, we have discussed about the role of newspapers, how it is going to be different in the post-pandemic time. Today we are taking up the third episode. The topic is the role of the spokesperson. To start with, let us try to understand who is a spokesperson. A spokesperson is that official of a department or of an organization or a corporate who speaks to the stakeholders, to the public or to the media on behalf of the top officials or on behalf of the management of the organization. So, in some organization, the spokesperson is referred to as a spokesman or a spokeswoman, but to be a gender neutral word is better we use the designation as a spokesperson. So the spokesperson speaks on behalf of the top functionaries of the organization. Why? Because the top functionaries of the organization are always very busy with the day-to-day activities and the big policy decisions and many other important assignments they have to be associated with. So as a result, they may not have or they may not find sufficient time to communicate with the stakeholders. So this role of passing information and getting feedback is given to the spokesperson. So the important requirement of the spokesperson is that she or he should be in very good proximity and in very good and close contact with the top officials. It could be the chairman or the director or managing director of the company or the head of the department, the secretary, the commissioner if it is a government department, so that the spokesperson is able to get the information on a regular basis and top-notch information which is free from any adulteration. So this is the role of the spokesperson. Another question which might arise in our mind is that is the PRO or the public relation officer and the spokesperson the same? Usually no. A public relation department is there to build the image of the organization and to sustain it, whereas spokesperson role is very focused, very pointed. It is to communicate, only to communicate with the stakeholders. So if this difference should be clear in our mind. So now about the qualities of the spokesperson, the requirements of a spokesperson is that she or he should be very knowledgeable about every information pertaining to the organization, as also any other information which may be from outside but very relevant to the functioning of the organization. Then the spokesperson should be very conversant with all the developments of the organization and not only about a particular product or a range of products, but about the overall performance and functioning of the organization. And I think the most important aspect of a spokesperson's success is her or his availability. She or he should be available to the public, to the stakeholders on an ongoing basis throughout, preferably 24/7. The spokesperson should be available. Then the role of the spokesperson is important because it is essential for the success of the organization. The organization could be a corporate, could be a government department. They may either be dealing with products or services. So whatever they are doing, a lot of their success will depend on the success of the spokesperson. So the spokesperson should not only be conversant with the products of the organization or services of the organization, but she or he should also be conversant with the profile and reputation of the organization. And the spokesperson should be able to contribute to the work of the public relation department. That means give a human face to the organization and help it get a favorable image. So the spokesperson conveys the message of the top functionaries of the organization to the stakeholders and to the public. So the public, so the spokesperson should be very good at public speaking, writing, and must have a lot of social media skills. But in this lockdown period or in immediate post-pandemic situation, there may not be many occasions of press meets or briefings in which there are chances, likelihood of proximity with a lot of people, because now there is social distancing norms are there. So a lot of things will have to be done through social media and other platforms, digital platforms. So the spokespersons today should be very conversant with speaking on the digital media, getting it recorded and sending it across to the media or any other stakeholders. So all platforms of social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, whatever be it, the spokesperson should be conversant with. How to record properly, how to edit, how to improve, all this knowledge should be there. If it is not there, it should be acquired at the earliest. Then as far as writing skill is concerned, there may not be enough opportunity to write on paper and circulate the hard copy to the stakeholders. So instead, the writing skill will be required on the digital platform. How to write a proper email, how to send a message through other platforms of social media should be known to the spokesperson. The spokesperson should be conversant with all this skill. The spokesperson should be a very good coordinator. Coordination between the top management and the public relation department, the coordination between the stakeholders, different publics of the organization. Publics could be internal public or external public, but the spokesperson should be able to communicate with all of them. So this post-pandemic or the lockdown period is a crisis situation. So the spokesperson should be conversant with crisis management also. How to convert a crisis into a positive situation for the organization. So what could not be done in normal course, now we have to find out a way to do it during this lockdown period or in the forthcoming days during the post-pandemic scenario. So the role of the spokesperson is very important, and it's going to undergo a lot of change during these days. So with this, we come to the conclusion of this episode. We'll meet again in the next episode, which will be the 4th episode. Thank you for giving me your patient hearing. Bye for now.